What's going on, everybody? I am Toxic Jordan. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be taking on the Super Saiyan Broly Easy A here. Just going to be finishing up getting through stage 77. This is quite the easy A, if I do say so myself. There are way too many good movie heroes units that are on this category, including literally the best unit in the game, Orange Piccolo himself. So yeah, we definitely are not having too much trouble with this Easy A. I imagine this is one you could probably get to stage 999. I'm pretty sure I'm even still capable of autoing it here up in the late 70s. I'm not even actually using quite the strongest team that I could. It's close to, but I have opted to put the STR God Vegeta on here just because he'll help me do a little bit of damage. Obviously, he's not the strongest defensively. There are way better movie heroes options that I could put on the team in his place, but we don't really need it, right? And so at this stage, I'm pretty much just trying to maximize like my damage per turn, because yeah, it really doesn't matter. If as long as we have like a few of these, the best units here, then defensively we're perfectly fine. So yeah, nothing too much to worry about here. I suppose it makes sense for how easy they made this Easy A. Kind of accurately compares to like how mid the unit is, because the Super Saiyan Broly is honestly not that good of an Easy A, at least compared to the the Gogeta that Easy A alongside him. That Gogeta has much more viability in today's meta with the dodging ability and stuff like that. This Broly is pretty much built for World Tournament. He's only really going to be effective in World Tournament. I've been seeing a lot of showcases go out around him, and even on turns where he can get like 3 and 4 super attacks to get all of those one-turn defense raises, he still can't tank super attacks in like Red Zone or from Cell Max or anything. So he is really struggling to catch my eye as a good unit. The other problem with this Broly is that it's kind of the same problem with all Broly cards, but he is a Saiyan, so he has Saiyan links, and a lot of the time when you're running him on these extreme class builds, like the biggest one is movie bosses, he just doesn't line up with a lot of the other units on those categories, and obviously he himself won't be struggling for ki, because he gives himself so much ki out of his passive that he's pretty much self-sufficient, which again is another reason why he's really good for World Tournament. But his stats suffer a little bit when he doesn't have all his links active. So it's really just hard for him to compare, and he doesn't, it would be better if he had like support or something in his passive. Then it would make a little more sense if he's just kind of this off-kilter unit that supports himself and whatever, and then he's also giving some support to like the rotation. So then he'd be a viable like third slot unit, and then in that case he'd be a really strong leader to run. The same as if you look at like the AGL Turles. He is a really solid leader to run for movie bosses, because if you have 2 of them on the team, you can float both of them, and then you can bring some of the biggest hitters on the movie boss category that may not necessarily be like the best leaders for the movie boss category. And then your 2 leaders can be 2 of your 3 floaters, and then you just grab 1 more support and you're good to go. So yeah, if they had built this guy in such a way that he could be run as a floater, then he would be like really good, because you'd definitely be able to still use him in World Tournament with the same capabilities, with it having like 3 super attacks per turn and things like that. Because don't get me wrong, he does a lot of damage. Like if he's getting multiple super attacks per turn, especially if you're able to get off some critical hits and stuff, he is definitely going to pack a punch for sure. But yeah, then this would allow him to just kind of, I don't know, work out like defensively a little better. So yeah, a bit of a shame, since this is the only Dragon Ball Super Broly that we have in the entire game. As far as like a Super Saiyan version of him, this is the only character with this name, and we don't yet have a standalone version of this guy that we're fighting right here, the full power version of him that's like awakened. We don't have any other units that are this card in game. So the fact that it's been like 4+ years and he's just now getting his Easy A, and then he's mid, it is kind of disappointing. But I think that's why I'm so excited for the Gogeta, because obviously he suffers the same problems. Well, technically we do have 1 or 2 other blue Gogeta cards. Well, I guess we have 1 other blue Gogeta card, right? What is it? Oh, no. We have two, because we have the Anniversary LR that starts in base form, that came out with the base form Vegito. And then we have... Oh, no, that's... Yeah, that is the only other one, huh? Yeah, so I guess we just have the one other Blue Gogeta then. Very interesting. Just kind of a thought that crossed my mind there. But yeah, it's, we don't have... I guess he's not the exact same, because he's not like a Super Saiyan Brawl or Gogeta that transforms. Okay. Let's see, we're on 76 here, so we just got one more stage to go through. And then we'll be finished up here. So yeah, I am definitely going to get this EZA up to stage 100, probably right after I finish recording this video. I've actually been getting all of the EZA stages up to level 100. Just kind of a thing. It's completely unnecessary, obviously. You know, like, really the only benefit for it is gaining some extra Zenny, because obviously you're going to earn a ton of Hercule statues with all the stages completed, with how many, like, I wouldn't be surprised if there were, like, more than 50 EZAs at this point. I haven't actually counted, but there's definitely a lot of these EZA events. So yeah, quite a bit of opportunity to earn some extra Zenny and stuff, but I do want to be earning Zenny as much as I can before we get the update on Global where the new Zenny shop drops and we're able to get all of these kind of awesome items from the Zenny shop. We're also going to be able to essentially farm that Zenny shop and turn our Zenny into Baba points coming up by basically just like buying awakening medals with the Zenny and then reselling them for Baba points instead. It's a really good exchange rate, it turns out, especially if you have like billions of Zenny sitting left over like I do. So yeah, I'm just trying to farm up as many of these Hercule statues as I can before that update comes. That way I can just have me some millions and millions of Baba points and never have to worry about that ever again. Because surprisingly so, even though I've had my account for like 5+ years now, and I'm pretty much like over rich on so many resources, there's certain things that I will never need again. Surprisingly enough, the Elder Kai Awakening Medal that you need in order to Z-Awaken characters, like most characters in the game, I actually have like 20 of those, and that's it. I pretty much always have like a rolling stock of less than 30 of those. Pretty much it's just always been that way. I've never been able to accumulate lots of them. Part of the problem is because I do so much super attack level grinding for my characters, so I am constantly farming up free-to-play units and awakening them to feed them into super attack of other characters. And I have since finished doing that for all of like the TURs in the game, but then I recently started collecting all the SSRs, so I'm kind of doing it again. And even just farming up like the SSR copies of all these characters. I've done a ton of free-to-play characters so far. You know, and obviously I've summoned a lot of them too. So I've just been constantly using those awakening medals, and if you're an avid player of the game, you know that that is one of the most expensive items to come out of the Baba shop, is those Elder Kai awakening medals, and I've never had the extra Baba points to, you know, to go and stock up on those. So if I have all of these millions and millions of Baba points, then I finally will be able to stock up on them so that I am not, you know, dangerously close to running out of them. Okay, so there we go. We were able to get the level 77 achievement here. Oh wow, I'm 4th on my friends list. Looks like a few people have gone a little higher here. Yeah, makes sense, makes sense. You can't blame them. Movie Heroes is such a fun team to run right now. What a wonky build. Wow, someone actually went for the full STR bits here. That's kind of funny. It's actually probably not even the best strategy because you're missing out on so many awesome units that can do insane amount of damage and honestly defense too. Yeah, huh. They actually, with this build, they don't even get to use the Piccolo there. They're using the other Piccolo, which is not as good. Huh. Well, yeah, I'm definitely going to blow that out of the water. I'm going to get this probably way past stage 100. But yeah, so really quick, I just wanted to show you guys how many of these Hercule statues I'm actually rocking at the moment. There we go. 3,330. I have been grinding a crap ton of them. I think between all the Hercule statues that I have right now, I have about closing in on 8 billion Zenny, is what that is, sitting there. and I think 2 billion Zenny. I did a whole video breaking down the new like Zenny shop that's coming out. We'll talk about that later when it actually comes to global. But yeah, I did that. I did this whole video on it and calculated that if you were to spend a whole 2 billion Zenny and convert it into Baba points, you'd earn yourself about 40 million Baba points, and I can do that 5 times. So essentially, I can farm myself 2 billion Baba points if I want to with the Zenny that I have sitting left over right now. Obviously, I wouldn't use all of it because I do still need some Zenny. I actually only have like 1 billion, so my stack is only half full right now because you can have a max of 2 billion at a time. So yeah, I would definitely save some of it, but yeah, I am excited to do that. So I imagine that this number of statues is going to be much higher by the time we actually get to that update. So look forward to that whenever it comes in the future. But there we go, guys. We were able to get that Easy A finished up nice and easily. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, then consider being a part of the Toxic Tribe with the like, comment, and subscribe on the video. That is going to do it for this one, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace!